Hey guys, and welcome back to Top 5 Esports. Black Ops 4 is just around the corner, and we've already talked about the huge roster shuffles as well as the waves of controversy the change from 4v4 to 5v5 caused. With every release, developers implement changes and tweak the balance of the game to keep it fresh and refreshing to watch. Today we'll be breaking down the top 5 changes coming to Black Ops 4. But before we get started, we would absolutely love to hear from you guys, the audience. My question for you guys is, do you believe that this change from 4v4 to 5v5 is something that Treyarch will actually stick with? And also, do you agree with the change? Don't be afraid to let us know down in the comments below. Starting our list off at number 5 is the change from 6v6 pub and 4v4 competitive to 5v5 for both public and competitive games. This change is ranked higher due to how popular or rather unpopular it already is. Simply put, it brings pub and comp lineups closer and will lead to an overall enjoyment of the viewers. Some argue that it will help COD become a direct competitor to CSGO. You can argue on the hasty implementation, but the change will be an interesting one.
Well, it's official. I know it's been a hot topic in the community, competitive community. We started this game. Vaughn and I
The number 4 slot goes to weapon changes. Traditionally, every weapon used to have some universal attachments. This time, however, each weapon will have its own attachments, leading to a greater depth of customization, if not bringing a balance issue and confining some degree of freedom. The addition of gun-specific recoil also brings the game closer to CSGO, its counterpart, and also adds to the depth and complexity of the game. Bullet tracers have also been added to help you pinpoint the direction from which you're being fired. Overall, combat mechanics have been overhauled, and we can hardly wait to see how these translate inside the game. And for number 3, War Mode is out. The narrative-driven, objective, attack and defend mode that struck a chord with fans will not be added in Black Ops 4, and we believe it's been left out to make space for the other multiplayer campaign, as well as for Blackout, the game's Battle Royale mode that had just exited open beta with impressed fans. Hopefully we won't feel the absence of a war mode with all the multiplayer content already offered in addition to zombies. Coming in hot at number 2, we have no more fancy antics. Black Ops 4 will have no double jump, wall running, or any sort of quirky movement. The combat will be grounded so that there will be an emphasis on player skill. Keeping movement simple and tight will also benefit team play and planning overrun and gun gameplay. All in all, it's a welcome change, something Treyarch must have learned from Infinite Warfare. And last but not least, at number 1, alone you can put up a fight, but together you can start a war. At number 1, we have the Multiplayer Specialist campaign. Traditionally, COD releases have had a solo campaign which players can play offline. It is a single-player experience where the player takes control of a soldier and sees the battlefield through his eyes. Treyarch has decided to mix up the formula this time around. They announced that Black Ops 4 will not have a single-player campaign. Instead, they have announced that the game will have a multiplayer campaign where players take control of their specialist classes and have their own solo missions. It's still unknown what the full depth of these missions and how they will mesh together in an overarching narrative will occur, but it's best to be both cautious and excited. Overall, it looks like Black Ops 4 will be a welcome addition to the Call of Duty lineup of games. Blackout has already had huge success, and fans are excited to see what Activision and Treyarch have planned for them in the multiplayer campaign. With release date nearing, there's not a lot of time for us to find out for ourselves. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed today's top 5, please like and share down below. We really do appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.